hands, a goaltender that this Capitals faithful should know the name of on this Chicago side, third straight year with the steal. Of course, in the playoff run where the Capitals took down the steal was the goaltender there, as the puck down in the offensive zone for Chicago on possession. There is Sisson over to the near side now, up top from Hage. His shot goes into the far side corner. Capitals will have a chance to clear up that far side wall. They're unable to take advantage of it as Barloggy slows things down. Sisson unable to get a hold of it, and out towards neutral ice the puck comes. Delaney plays it off that far side wall, looking that time for Max Nagel, unable to find him. Eventually Nagel did look like he got a piece of it as he pumps away from the pile with it, but Chicago, a nice job of recovering. A minute and a half in, Chicago into the offensive zone. Far side, Hage feeds it to Hage, fresh off the bench. Hage with a shot that goes off the left pad, that time of Berezicz, and Hage plays it down to the corner. The faceoff on the near side. One back by Chicago. Yurchuk on possession. He's kind of tied up there by Jack Henry, as Yurchuk kind of wondering where's the call, and shows my counterpart here in the broadcast booth. Mark Citron calls the games for the steal. Up the near side, Chicago turns it over. Lamb chips it around. Down to the corner, he gathers possession for Madison. Feeds it out front. Kuzma with the chance. But a nice job by Hage. The Michigan commit starts things back up. Ice, congratulations to Hunter Hage, as he was uncommitted the last time these two teams faced off, but now has that big block M next to his name on the line chart. Another one with that block M is Hage. Had an opportunity. Now all square once again with this Chicago squad after the Sam Rice goal. Evened up by Major. Brandt on the far side into the offensive zone. Lamb plays it around the near side wall where Brandt's the first one to it. Back down into the corner. Lamb lets it go through. Henry will pinch on the far side. Sisson goes to play the body. Takes out Henry in the process, and it's picked up there by this Chicago squad. They'll start back up ice. Hage to the far side now for Sisson into the offensive zone. Chipped around in the corner. There's Yurchuk as Felicio plays the body. Yurchuk plays the puck and gets possession right back for this Chicago squad. Held in on the far side by Hage. Down to the far side half wall for Hage. Hage up top now. Will send one towards the goal. Blocked along the way by Felicio. Yurchuk in the high slot. Feeds it that time. He probably should have just turned around and shot that one, as it's down to the near side. They cycle it down to Hage, and Hage was kind of worried that Felicio was going to play the body. Able to get the puck and starting up ice where the Caps there. As Kuzma will bring it warning, or rather that's Rice for Madison. Face off one back. Yurchuk has his feet kind of tripped up that time by Aiden Long with no call coming. Long sends the puck out towards neutral as Abel will corral and start things back up for this squad. Offside are from anywhere tonight. Christian Mans, I wouldn't say that both were softies, but both were kind of tough and ones that you wish you had if you were Chicago. As up the middle of the ice, the Capitals tried to start a counterattack on a Chicago dump in. Instead, it's sent right back in by the steal. Up that far side on possession there for a moment was Tylik. He'll play it up to the point now. Abel with his shot blocked along the way as Brink plays it ahead for Brnovic. A 2-on-1. Brnovic had his pass to Brink, caught up by the skate of a back-checking Abel as out front the puck. Unable to clear the zone on their first attempt as Thor Bufflin's breakout pass unsuccessful. Hage with the toe drag around a Capital plays it into the corner. Jack Henry chips it out towards neutral ice where James Hong will start things moving forward for Madison. Brink through neutral ice has Brnovic on the far side. Throws on the brakes, sends one towards the goal. It goes wide. Hong plays it off the end wall. And man, there is Omen. Thought he was going to be the first one there. Toby comes out of nowhere and wins that race to the puck. Brnovic up that far side wall, and Madison will come through neutral ice. It's James Hong leaves there for Brandt. Brandt, the former Steel, powering his way towards goal. Shot went wide. Never had a chance at goal. Brnovic gets possession back for a moment for Madison, but Chicago will spin back the other way. A nice job by Jamison to play the puck on that far side, or rather that's Jack Henry. Madison behind the defense is James Hong. Mans will go and play it. He'll play it up the near side wall where Jack Brandt waited for it. Had Hong on that far side, did Mans. So he played it to the near side. Out of danger's way, he thought, as we're under 5 to go, as Chicago back into the offensive zone. Hage towards the middle, poked away, he gets it right back. Shot from that far side, deflected wide, as Felicio stabs Yurchuk up against the wall and gets possession back for Madison. Kuzma through neutral ice, whiffed on the initial pass attempt. That time to Lamb, will play it off the end wall where Lammer goes in after it. Lamb ties the player up of Hagens. Hagens plays it up that far side wall. Madison goes to play the puck, and now it's a Hage one-on-one with Felicio. A pair of prospects for this year's upcoming draft. Hage gets a shot on, but nothing comes from Off one once again. Bernovic near side for Henry. Played a little too far in front of him, so Henry kicked it back to his stick and got it to the half wall for Brink. Bernovic covering for Henry, who pinched down as Bernovic now allows Henry to retreat. Bernovic tried to feed it to the slot, and instead Hage intercepts and starts things forward to Sisson. Sisson into the offensive zone. On his backhand, sends one wide to the near side. As up the near side wall, Madison takes over on possession. A nice job by Jack Henry to play the body. Brink into the offensive zone because of it. Brink on the top of the near side looks for a shooting lane. Finds one up top. The puck still loose, and the whistle is blown as J turns it over to the stick of Sisson. Sisson up that far side half wall, sends it out towards neutral ice. No one home for the steal. 1:20 into period number 2. 2-2 our score as Hage will throw on the brakes and start up ice. Sisson into the offensive zone, sends it off the end wall. Berzinch thought about holding for a whistle, but Toby beat him to the punch. As up the near side now, it's Rollers having to turn back and intercept it. Hage out front, chance, glove there by Berzinch, who holds for face-off one. Up the near side wall by Madison as they eventually turn over possession. Out front, chance looking for Hage. That time was Jurczyk as the Capitals able to force things back out towards neutral ice. Uhlenkamp now in on a break. A nice job by Hagens to poke that one away from him as Uhlenkamp had a breakaway last week. Finds one here tonight as well. Up top, Henry holds in. Henry sends one towards the goal, deflected that time by Long, trying to get it past the shoulder, and Chicago able to clear. Felicio sends it down in deep. A hit that time finished by Hage. Hagens in the corner. He'll play it up the near side wall. Gorski there as well to escort things out towards neutral ice. Hagens had it poked off of his stick by Henry. A nice job by Uhlenkamp to gather possession back for Madison. Uhlenkamp through neutral ice in the high slot. Far side Long with the shot. Blockered away and into the corner it goes. Gorski turns it over to Long. Long in the far side corner. Tried to feed it to Rice, who poked it off of his stick. As Matt forward face-off on the far. Face-off one back by Rollers at the point now. Toby shot. Blockered into the corner by Toby. Delaney out front looking for a deflection from Bernovic. Out front, Rollers now with the chance. Rebound sits there. Toby with the chance now up top. Gets it to his teammate in Rollers. In the corner now, Bernovic. Bernovic takes it into the near side. Sends it to the far now. Felicio pinching down his shot. Covered and corralled back at center ice. There's been reunited tonight as the face-off, this time won by Chicago, as Sisson will circle back through neutral. He'll drop there for a second to his defenseman in Gorski. As Gorski feeds to Hades, Chicago starts back up ice. A deflected pass. Gorski recovers and will settle things down, at least for a moment, for Chicago. Hades turned over after Jurczyk deflected it towards the middle. Rollers with a chance, rings off the post on the far side. Rollers looking for goal number 2 tonight. Would have been 3 in 2 games for the player as well. Rollers, far side, Bernovic. Bernovic back to Rollers, a shot off the right pad. Felicio with the rebound off the shoulder, that time of Mans. As on the near side, the two teams battle for possession. Chicago gets it up to Hage, and they'll come into the offensive zone the other side. Hage on the near side half wall. Plays up top for Bufflin. The St. Cloud State commit down into the corner now. As Jurczyk on possession, for a moment at least, he'll play it up the near side wall and gets it back down to Hage in the corner. Hage sent up against the wall by Elias, who ties him up there. Under 10 to go in period number 2. Puck comes again. What a game we have here tonight. As the Capitals start things back up, Uhlenkamp scored his first earlier in this one. As we'll go to in-arena announcer for this one is Delaney with the goal. Bernovic and I believe Henry should be receiving the assist. As Uhlenkamp on the near side. Up top, Elias sends one towards the goal, deflected wide. They just announced Bernovic here in the building. I would guess that Henry receives one eventually. I believe he was the last one to touch it. It could have been Nagel as well, as he was in on that play. Overall, the new power play units look to be working. I can tell you, since the Capitals have switched power play units, 100%. 1 for 1. Can't ask for much more than that. Long stick breaks, he'll head to the bench. As Brink will hop over the wall, and Chicago will start things back up. Under 6 to go, period number 2, 4-3. Chicago powering their way towards the goal. Hage scores. Michael Hage ties things back up. You'll see it here on the monitor. Hage powering his way. Elias a little more as well. Set the face-off on the far side. One back there by Chicago. Bufflin at the point to the far side. Now to Hage. Hage down low. Has a chance. Sent right in on the side to slow things down. Face-off one back. Bufflin at the point for Chicago. Straddles the blue. Sends it to the far side. Hage with the shot. Karam's off the window to the near side. Held in by Bufflin. Battle for possession still entails. Del Greco up to Bufflin who holds. Hage on the far side, down low, Cardilli to the middle. Shot, rebound, sits there. Del Greco evens things, 5-5. Track me there. Tylik will clear out towards neutral as the Capitals pestering Tylik into the wall on that far side, getting possession back for the Caps. Hage throws a hit that time, but Madison comes away with possession. Up that far side wall, Rollers has a pass deflected. Rollers through neutral, right back into the defensive zone where Jamison looks for relief. Jamison will play off the end wall, no one home, but Felicio does go and retrieve. Jamison just kind of stands there like a tree, and I don't know if you've heard, but you can't go through a tree. And the puck kind of sat there, and Chicago does eventually get possession, but it's out through neutral ice. Bufflin gets to the near side for Hage. Bufflin activates himself down into the play offensively. Near side, trying to send it that time and get Chicago their first lead. Instead, it's Delaney back the other way. Near side, Felicio. Bodied off the puck there by Hage for the steal. Face-off one back by Chicago. Bufflin on the near side takes it to the far now for Hage. Back up top for Bufflin. Bufflin looking for options. Back to Hage on the far side. Hage with eyes for the whole surface here. Sends one towards the goal. It's kicked around for a little bit. Del Greco gets his second power play goal of the night. Chicago takes their first for Chicago. As with 151, as we'll do things all over again. 2 for 2 on the power play are the steal. This Capitals penalty kill, which was towards the top of the league coming into the weekend, takes a big hit as well, as a couple of plays from Grimes where he couldn't pass it to a teammate without deflecting it to a Capital. Delaney trying to catch that one, it caught up on an edge, as he'll play it over to that far side now. Delaney would have been in all alone against his former teammate Mans. Instead, Thompson into the offensive zone, sent out towards neutral. Hagen tries to glove it down. Rollers now in with a chance. Rollers looking for options. They'll settle it down and give the Caps an offensive zone chance. Backdoor shot goes wide. Mans with a great save. Michaud will have things settled down. Look for options here. Puck sits there for a moment. Rollers will play towards the goal. It deflects wide. Rollers scored his first USHL goal, very similar to that. It's a little too hard off the wall. Fresh ice here. Zamboni's got off decently late, but a lot of fun here at Cap Ice as the Caps bring into the offensive zone. Ice doesn't appear to be sticky or anything, so the refs are like, hey, let's go. Great ice, great time, sold out crowd here at Cap Ice as well. So it's a great time as the Capitals will head out to neutral ice. Kuzma ahead for Brandt, trying to feed it back to Kuzma. Got tied up and a shot on. Kuzma's unit out there. Kuzma kind of quiet this evening as Barlagi up that far side wall. Nagel to the middle. Brandt kicks it along to himself as Hage will settle things down after that punt from Brandt. Sisson into the offensive zone. Up the near side wall, he sends it into the corner looking for Jurczyk as Kuzma got a piece of it along the way. Hage tried the wraparound as Hage unable to get a piece of it, and it goes all the way down inside the Chicago defensive end. Hage up the near side wall, Reiniger towards the middle. It's turned back up ice by the Caps. Is into the offensive zone now. On the far side is Nagel, the Caps leading scorer without a point this evening, looking to get on the scoreboard. Tried to center that one for Brandt. Offside, or the Caps will have to go touch up, but Chicago on possession coming forward anyway. Sisson toward the middle. Jurczyk had it just go past him that time, and the Capitals start back the other way. Toby through neutral ice and into the offensive zone. Throws on the brakes, has a couple players coming off the bench. Leaves there for Brink. Brink with a shot from a sharp angle. Sits there. James Hawk. Brink and Toby will get the assist. You just stick with it. Man. An extra goal having to be scored on the scoreboard at some point throughout the remainder of the contest. We can't end in a tie here, folks. It's up that far side now. The Capitals trying to get things moving forward. Nagel trying to get things, unable to, as it's Gorski through neutral to Hage on the near side. Had it poked around, but Hage gets it back. Hage throws on the brakes and pays for it. As up the far side, Nagel chips it out towards neutral. Kuzma puts the pressure on Gorski. Now up the near side, Sisson has it kicked around offside. The Capitals will have to touch as Sisson now, or rather Jurczyk through neutral. Far side Hage turns back, keeps in the zone as he plays it down low. Jurczyk was beat to it, but Sisson gets it back for his squad. Hage unable to get possession. Starts at Madison starts. It's Hage back the other way, though, as that one's kicked towards the goal. Hage now out front. Bearsin chops on top of it. A big hit there. As it's time for our media timeout. A big... Face-off one back. Bufflin at the point. This unit struck twice already for Chicago. Played off the back and they score. Thor Bufflin with the goal. And deflects high up off the glass, hits the top of the net, and Berzins tries. Jamo plays it to the far side. Barlagi too far in front of Capel as Bufflin starts things back the other way. Instead, Reiniger unable to get a hold of it, and Bufflin will eventually start things back on the stick of his defensive partner, who sends it down in deep. Berzins will hold there and send it up the near side wall. Brink unable to hold the zone as Reiniger at neutral ice sends it to the far side for Bufflin. Reiniger to the far side. Into the offensive zone now comes Hage. Hage with some speed, powering his way to the goal. Nice job poke checking that one away as Berzins, as Jurczyk on that far side wall, held up there by Capel. Capel tried to clear. Hage will hold, though. Hage with the shot deflected a couple of times. Jurczyk scores in the period. Jurczyk catches that puck up on an edge. Berzins. Kuzma will serve a couple of minutes for a penalty as Brink tries to clear that one down the length of the ice, but Cardilli ties him up. Capitals will be able to... You're hoping you win. Capitals just not able to help their goalie out at points. Some puck luck going Chicago's way, which they've needed it at points this year, as this one's deflected out towards neutral. Bufflin holds in near side now for Hage. Back up top to Bufflin. 30 seconds into the power play as it deflects wide. Capitals will try to clear the zone, and they will. And goes back to Hage, who will start some speed through neutral ice. They'll head into the offensive zone to the far side now. Cardilli tries to feed it across Del Greco, looking for a Hattie of power play goals. As Hage now back up top for Bufflin. Del Greco on the far side, the former Oklahoma Warrior on the far side, half wall looking for options. Feeds it up top that time, or at least tries to. It took a second to get up there, but Sachin will get it over to the near side to Hage. Back to Sachin in the middle. Sachin takes it to the near side wall. 45 to go on the power play as Bufflin gets it back up top. Hage on the top of the near side, over stick handles it, and it goes to the near side wall. Bufflin, far side now, Del Greco. Back up top, Bufflin, wide sends one, blocked along the way. Rebound goes wide. Sachin tied up. Capitals will have a chance to clear here. There's Felicio and Henry for Madison. Faceoff is won back by Chicago. Net is vacant on the Madison end as Jurczyk on possession sends it off the wall. Very unselfish play there as the Capitals turn things back up ice. A couple of players get tied up. It's a 6-on-4 as Hage back down beneath the play. He's back to his feet, but he's slow to regain possession of the play. Henry, far side Barlagi, or rather that's Brnovic, tied up against the wall. Rice comes in for it. Rice plays it up against the wall. He's tied up there with a minute and a half to go. Caps trail by 2. Net empty on the one end as Chicago tries to clear out towards neutral. The Caps hold. Brnovic in the high slot, shot deflects along the way, sits out front for a moment. It's held there by Hage. What are we doing? That's a penalty. Very easily could be a... Faceoff is won back by Chicago. Bufflin will send it all the way down. Icing if it gets there, sure enough it will. And Felicio for Madison. Faceoff one back, Henry at the point, looking for options. Near side Felicio. Felicio back up top for Henry. Far side Brnovic sends one towards the goal. Deflects wide. Delaney hits it out of the sky that time. Heads into the corner. Brnovic had an intended pass coming his way as he'll stop the dump out. Under a minute to go. Caps trail by 2. Henry with a shot towards the goal. Stopped along the way. Rebound sits out front. Abel tries to clear for Chicago. They'll take a shot at it. It'll go wide. Ice. Hold them up, boys. Jared Cummins holds things up for a brief second as the faceoff one back. Felicio up the near side wall. Brink will send it down in. Berzins goes to the bench once again Back on the near side, Nagel gets it up top to Felicio. Far side, Henry. 26 to go. Near side, Nagel sends it off the post. Hong up top, Henry, Felicio looking for a shooting lane, finds what he likes. Rebound sits out front. And Hage is going to try to just skate this one out. Del Greco will put the icing on it. Del Greco with the hat trick. 9-7 Capitals will fall 3-2-1 on the